And welcome back, our viewers. Continuing at your show, Flex Well, but with our Dr. Ali Alsarraf as a dietitian. He is giving us all of this information in regards of nutrition. Of course, we need a lot of answers because we have a lot of questions. So welcome back, Doctor, and we are so glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, Doctor, for today's episode, we would love to discuss about a certain routine, a certain lifestyle that's suitable for a lot of people. We would love to have more information about it, which is being a vegetarian and being vegan. Okay, knowing that it's a different lifestyle, and we would love to discuss more about it and have more information about it.
Sure. It's actually a trendy diet to follow nowadays because some people follow it due to different reasons. Some of them might follow it for a religious reason, and some of them might follow it for environmental reason in the sense that those people see that producing meats such as beef does require a big amount of water in production. So at factories when producing the beef, so they are concerned with that aspect. And lastly, there are some people who are following such diets because they see that such diets are more healthy and will help to have a better life overall and less diseases.
So, Doctor, what we heard actually about that, it wasn't religious. For me personally, what I heard is wasn't religious. It wasn't environmental. It was actually, and I don't think it's going to surprise you. You definitely heard about it, and everyone, which is such a humanitarian that following a diet not to kill animals. It's forbidden. Don't do that. Killing animals. I mean, they have life. They have feelings. So killing the cow will actually, you will see that the younger and smaller cows will be, devastated for their mother. I mean, it was something like that. I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegan,
actually,
so I don't feel it.
Also that is one aspect to go about it. Alongside with the humanitarian or environmental aspect.
Yeah. So, knowing that environmental or religious, we don't know why. I don't want to know actually.
Regardless of the cause.
Regardless of the cause.
Yeah.
They don't eat protein. They don't drink milk. They don't eat eggs. They don't eat any types of white or fish or red meat. They don't.
Some of them even cancel honey.
So
it depends actually. Just like to clarify, there are vegetarian and there are vegans. Okay. Vegans whereby people will not have anything coming from animals in their diet, including honey, or dairy, like milk or lebanon or yogurt, and then of course beef, chicken, seafood overall. These will be vegans, and even in vegans there are some classifications or different groups. There is lacto vegan or ovo vegan, in which they can have some sort of the non-vegetarian options. And then we have the vegetarians whereby they can still have dairy, eggs, but they of course omit beef, shrimp,
they don't
fish,
eat the
chicken.
Meat.
They don't specifically eat the meat.
But their production they eat from it, like the milk and the eggs.
So overall they just cancel any type of foods coming out of the animals itself.
Okay, so Doctor, let's say I'm a vegan. Okay.
For the vegans,
Yes, I'm following the vegan diet. Okay, so Doctor, from where can I get protein?
If you are following a vegan diet?
Vegan diet, okay. And I
so
want protein because I went to the gym.
That's a good question, because now, regardless of the cause that you are following a vegan or vegetarian plan, there are some macronutrients and some micronutrients that you need to watch out for because you are cancelling some sources. Usually for protein, we get it from beef, chicken, eggs, dairy, of course. In case you are following a vegan plan, you are already cancelling all these sources. So the good sources for protein will be, in that case, legumes like lentil, chickpeas, fava beans, any type of beans specifically.
But it's not enough. I mean, 100 grams of grilled chicken, I can have 33 grams of protein. Chicken breast, grilled. I can have 33 grams of protein per 100 gram of grilled breast chicken. Okay, so but what I heard about the legumes, that I need 300, 400 grams to cover up like 20 grams of protein.
Not necessarily. It depends on the way of cooking, of course, and the serving size. Still, you will have good amount of protein. And if you had lentils or beans, still you would be having it. It's always about balance. You need to balance out your meals. Also, not just the legumes, like rice. Usually, if you focus on whole wheat, if you have brown rice, you will still have some source of protein coming actually from the grains itself. So, and also another concern that people say sometimes, that the plant-based protein is not complete in the sense of amino acids, but actually if you combine the legumes along with grain, you will have amino acids in a complete form. So still you will be in a safe side.
Well, it is in a safe side, and that's amazing. I cannot imagine myself cutting out meats, but I respect anyone's thinking, and I respect everyone's diet and the path that they're following. So, Doctor, we have more questions, and we're going to continue all about it, but after the short break. So, stay tuned, our viewers. And welcome back, our viewers. Continuing after the short break with our Dr. Ali Alsarraf. So, Doctor, welcome back, and you're welcome. So, Doctor, for continuing at our topic, which is following the vegan or the vegetarian diet. So, Doctor, you gave us solutions for the lack of protein on that diet. Okay, knowing that protein comes from these meat sources and from eggs and milk, and vegans don't consume it, but vegetarian does. So, what about, Doctor, the iron? From where can we get iron?
It's also an important aspect. So we spoke before the break about macronutrients in the term of protein specifically. Then moving now to micronutrients, the first to come along is iron, as you said, especially for ladies, because I see many ladies follow such diets. They actually need to be concerned and watch out for the iron intake, especially that their needs is more compared to men. So they need to, again, if they are following a vegan plan, they need to ensure that they have good amount of legumes, because they are the best sources for iron in terms of following a vegan plan. They can boost their absorption of iron during their meal by having some source of vitamin C. So if you are having a meal with lentils or beans, ensure that you have some lemon juice to be squeezed on to be added to the meal, or squeeze some lemon to the dish, or simply have orange juice or some tomatoes. These are good sources for vitamin C. If you are following a vegetarian plan, then you can have some eggs, whereby it's a good source for iron. And you need to ensure that you have a good intake during the day, not to cancel any of these foods. Alongside that, you can also go for dark leafy vegetables, like spinach or some other vegetables, whereby you can still have iron from other sources, alongside okra and some other sources for iron, to ensure not to have any deficiency.
There's actually many sources. I was surprised about that, and I heard that also, that even when you want to go to the pharmacy or to the supplement store, you need to ask about vegan friendly or vegetarian friendly supplements, because most of these supplements are been extracted from meats, or
sometimes even the capsule shell itself is from gelatin. So it's actually coming from animal. Even it might be sources having the the vitamins or minerals actually from like plants or fruits, but still you will have the shell or the capsule coming from an animal.
Yeah.
So it's not like vegan or
even with that,
vegetarian. Yeah, they are so going to details about the intake.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep following if you have that diet, and I respect that because,
Sure.
as I said, it's really hard. So, doctor, what about calcium? Knowing that calcium is also more important,
Sure.
such as iron, and following that diet as a vegan or vegetarian, you will have lack of calcium consumption.
Yeah, because again, if you are vegan, you will be canceling dairy products overall, which is a big like group and source of calcium. So for vegetarians, it's still fine because they can still have
the milk.
like milk or dairy products.
Yeah.
But for vegans, they tend to like replace it with milk alternatives. For example, soy milk, almond milk,
It doesn't have
rice
calcium.
milk. Like some of them actually does have, like almond itself is a source of calcium. But again, because companies who actually develop such products know that it's mostly fallen or been used by vegans, so they actually, to like support following such plans, they actually fortify their products with calcium. Usually you will see like rice milk or oat milk or soy milk fortified with calcium. So you will be having good intake of calcium with such products.
So, following these diets, knowing that, okay, I can make up for calcium, I can make up for iron, I can make up for protein, but not as much as eating meat and drinking milk and eating dairy product, right, doctor?
Yeah.
So for those, I mean, I've seen a few people that I know personally that following a vegan diet, and they go to the gym and they eat. They told me that I mean, mashallah, I see them. I mean, they're huge. Mashallah, they have a huge muscle mass. So I told them that you don't eat meat, you don't take calcium, you don't drink milk. How you gain the good amount of protein? How you gain the good amount of
having the requirement they actually need.
Yes, and the iron. They told me that, Abdul Latif, well, all of that with grain. But I said, okay, you cannot go to any restaurant. You cannot go to anywhere. The options are really limited. I mean, the options for eating and taking a lot of things. I asked them, like, how do you do that? They said, it's all about the replacement. But doctor, my question is that enough? I mean,
actually, it needs to be balanced overall. It's actually, I would just disagree with one point. Actually, nowadays, we do see many varieties. If you go to a supermarket, you will find like a dedicated shelf or area for vegans or vegetarians.
So it's not that limited anymore?
Actually, yeah. Like in Kuwait, recently we have seen many options available compared to before. If you go to like UK or USA, you will definitely find more products out there. But even in Kuwait now, you will find available products like meatless burgers, meatless chicken.
Oh yeah, they're placed.
Meatless,
the soy burger.
Cheese, like not an actual cheese, but vegan cheese. You will find many actually replacements nowadays. Even for supplements, speaking about like athletic people, you can find like pea-based protein. So it's also like vegetarian or vegan friendly. So it's just about regardless of the purpose that you are following your diet, you can follow it, but ensure to be a balanced diet so that, as you said, covers the need and requirements according to what you need.
So thank you, Dr. Ali Alsarraf, for this amazing episode. You gave us such pleasant information and informative also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank our viewers for watching. We will see you for the next time more with Dr. Ali Alsarraf as a dietitian, giving us in our nutrition segment. So we would see you for the next time. Stay safe, drink a lot of water, and stay healthy. And goodbye for now.